there was no official communication sent to the family, neither through our lawyer, that there would have been a report today. We went and saw it on Facebook post, and we heard from some media practitioner, so we were not formally informed to get that straight. And based on that, we got the information at the 11th hour through, can I say hearsay or hearsay. So since we felt that we're not officially informed, we contacted our lawyer up to the 11th hour, and he also said that he was not informed. Howbeit, we are here today. So following the autopsy report on the media, we feel that what was reported is not consistent with the normal happenings of our sister, and we think that the report, as from the family standpoint, we cannot take such a report from the Liberian government. So we are still discussing as family what is the way forward, but we think the report and what came up is not consistent with the pattern of death. For that, at this point, that's the family.
Yeah, so just short. We'll just take a few questions.
Yeah,
Before your name and your institution.
My name is Lincoln Peter, and I write for the New Dawn newspaper. As per government funding on the autopsy report of Ms. Princess Cooper, the outline that she died from tuberculosis, reaching from a medical report that was presented to them from a new lab community clinic in Singapore. Are you aware of Ms. Princess Cooper taking treatment at a new lab clinic, or was she ever diagnosed of being a tuberculosis patient?
For the record, I got a hint of that, and I even spoke to other people, but I will tell you, tuberculosis that the pathologist put it well is hemoptysis. Hemoptysis is coughing up blood or bloody stain, sputum, or cough. But what Princess presented with was hematemesis, which means vomiting blood. So vomiting blood, hematemesis, is not consistent with tuberculosis.
Next.
Yes, my name is Edwin Batatfoyen, and I report for Cool FM. Now, you spoke about the government not sending a letter of communication to the family concerning their result. I said, like, for you, if the government should send you the result, would you still accept the result from them?
I didn't say result.
The communication.
I said the government did not formally invited us for that report. And we think that the investigation had twofold. We got police investigation report and we got autopsy report, right? What were they doing? Was it a police investigation report or is it an autopsy report? Was it a general report? So when we started engaging the Liberian National Police, that's why we remain civil, and they told us that whatsoever thing they will communicate to us or via our lawyer. So even at the 11th hour, we contacted our lawyer. That's why you see Councillor Tewan Gongo was not even present during the reporting because he was not aware of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Jeromeus Waters from Women's TV Liberia. The pathologists say they are open up to the family and that of the public for anyone that might want to challenge the autopsy report. Are there plans of challenging the report or maybe seeking another autopsy?
For that, we will have to go into family discussion, but I'm telling you for now, the family decision temporarily is that they cannot accept such a report.
Okay, FM? Are you who's that? Okay, yes, front page Africa.
My name is Gerald Poinet, I read the front page Africa newspaper. The government gave an invitation for the family and the public to witness the process. Was the family represented during the process?
I said it clearly, as far as to my knowledge, the family was not represented because we were not formally informed, be it via telephone call, email, text message, or whatsoever, as was done with the autopsy.
I'm talking about the autopsy.
During the autopsy, there was a communication sent to us. There was a communication sent to us in the time of the autopsy.
Did you honor it?
All right, if I honor the autopsy, during the day of the autopsy, we went at the John F. Kennedy Medical Center. I even went there with all of my peers and assisted by another family member to have attended the autopsy. But then we had an issue of which we wrote to the Justice Ministry and we didn't get a redress. The reason that we didn't attend the autopsy, it was written to the Justice Minister official email and copy our lawyer.
How was the reason?
The reasons are in the communication. We're still waiting for the Justice Ministry to address the family.
So as you await the Justice Ministry, is there any plan maybe for the family to have carry on their own checkup, or if only the Justice Ministry come out to say, okay, we accept the result of the government and then the family have to accept it, what would be your next steps?
For the fact that the Justice Ministry, and if they have given the pathology and the audience, I think what the pathology was reading, that was in conformity, and the Justice Ministry agreed to it. That's why they were presenting it to the public. So just what the pathology have brought out, I think the Justice Minister, if they have not agreed to it, they wouldn't have given the pathologist audience, or wouldn't have granted the pathologist to have spoken with the Liberian people.
Are you also concerned about police investigation as well?
Your name and institution, please. Please.
That was for OKF.
Yes.
Do you also concerned about the police investigation?
Okay, my name is George Momo, and I report for the Bush Chicken Online Case TV Liberia. Of recent, you collaborated with civil society organizations to have staged protests in the city. Now you've coming up as spokesperson of the family to say you guys don't trust the report from the pathologist. Are you trying to tell the public that maybe in a sooner possible time we hope to see you guys going back to the street?
Then, all right. So the question about us collaborating with civil society actors. On the genesis of this, there have been people coming to us, but we as family, we remain civil, we remain calm. That is why I told you that because we're not invited formally or officially, that's the reason we didn't go there, because we don't want any outcry. During our protest, I was incarcerated, I was put in jail for no reason. Just after that, people should come and apologize and beg me and took us out. But what we continue to say is that we want to get to the bottom and to the end of this, and that justice should be served. For the police investigation, we are following, we are cooperating. The police can even tell you that we are helping out, and they are in connection with our lawyer. So they have not come up with their conclusion, and I think they are still investigating.
Okay, one more thing from my end. Link one again from you down. Do you see the report released in conformity with the police spokesman statement 1, 2? If you were to describe the report using 2 adjectives, which one would you describe the report?
You know, someone talk about not trusting or not trusting report or so. I can tell you that once there is let's say a diagnosis, right? You have other things that can act similar in that manner, right? So a particular doctor will come based on the person's level, can say this person have malaria. And another doctor can come, if possible, after high class testing being done, the person can say, no, there is not malaria and there is typhoid fever. And sometimes maybe you treat for typhoid fever and the person is well.
Okay, so we take your name and institution.
Yeah, my name is Nadis. I report from WAP TV online. Yeah, according to you made mention of justice being served, and based on the autopsy report from the government today, what would be your next step as a family?
I think I said that in my intro, that we as a family, we met. Even we place phone calls to those that are not around, immediate family members that are not around, put them on speaker, they gave their view. We were online in consultation with other family members. So the collective view, the general view of the family is that they are not accepting the result. Because they strongly believe that Princess didn't die of tuberculosis. Hope that clear.
Okay, so we'll take you and take one more person. We'll call you.
Yeah,
Sure. Take you, name, institution.
No
Yeah,
time.
thank you very much. I'm Shakespeare Zemo and I report for Check TV Online. You talk about tuberculosis because today when it announced it, I was kind of baffled and want to know how long does tuberculosis of such takes to death and strangulate somebody and they die instantly. I'm not a medical practitioner to know, and we are very concerned. So you as a professional medical practitioner, how long does tuberculosis of such take to just strangulate somebody and they start pulling up blood and die instantly?
All right, so if it comes to tuberculosis, we have so many forms of TB, right? The one that going to pull up blood, you got pulmonary TB, TB of the lungs, and you get extra pulmonary TB of other areas like the spine, of the intestine, what we call TB intestinalis. For TB intestinalis, you will see as far as someone even tolerating blood. For TB of the lungs, before the person put off blood, the person will be emaciated, they have lost weight, they will no longer be carrying on their daily activities of life, will be compromised. And we saw Princess last weight, as recorded by the facility that she went to, was 68 kg. 68 kg, taking into consideration her age, that's a healthy person.
Okay, so we at most 2, and then we reach out to the civil society group. They give their statement, and then we close. Yes, name and institution.
My name is Enoch Zuru II. I report for African Media and African TV. You have just disagreed with the autopsy report that was released today. So I want to understand what happens to the corpse as you go into the closet to look forward for another decision. Does it remain in the possession of the government, or are you going to take responsibility of it?
Yes. Okay. What happened with the cup?
Isn't it last?
The second to the last.
Let me just do the last one.
Yes.
You revealed that the family then witnessed the autopsy, and the reasons were sent to the minister for the sake of the public and the media. And then following this incident, could you please just outline those reasons?
I told you, as long there were some clarities that should have been made from our communication sent to the justice minister, right? So as long as those clarities are not made, the justice minister has the email. Copy Councillor Gongo. Go and check Councillor Gongo file. He will tell you Councillor Gongo acknowledged receipt of the email, but unlike the justice minister. So if we have a concern as family, we thought to channel it through a peaceful means. On the day of the autopsy, before even the autopsy was conducted that morning, the email was sent. And I didn't just send the email, I sent a WhatsApp message also to the minister, telling him that, oh, Honorable Minister, the family concern, the family position as to the autopsy has been sent to your email, right? Of which he saw. So we believe that he should. So the issue of the cup, the government took charge of the body, right? And they conducted autopsy. The government is still in possession of the body.
Sure.
They are not giving the body to us.
Yes, no, yes. So before we close, the civil society group, the most of the blood pressure group, the entire leadership is here. You know, they're about to give a 5-minute statement, and then we'll call it a day. You're not going to ask questions to them because the press conference is about the family. They've been standing with the family, you know, standing by them to now. So the leadership can come, and then you just give you just heard every other thing from like the Momo. There's nothing extra. Okay, you heard the family. The daughter was very healthy. So how can she be diagnosed of tuberculosis? There's a contradiction. The family is not accepting the autopsy report, and that's final. So the United Voices Against Injustice will also make a 4 to 5 minute statement here. The Chairman Prince, you can just start up, and then the spokesperson can.
So thank you. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the press. We want to say thank you to the family of the late Princess Cooper. We are in solidarity with the family and all well-meaning Liberians who seek to receive justice in this country. All other persons who have died mysteriously. Equally so, we have received the report from the government, the autopsy report, and we are also in line with the family. We are also in line with the family. Whatever decision that will be taken by the family, we will follow suit as a civil society organization, the United Voices Against Injustice. We will maintain that we will remain peaceful in this process. We will remain peaceful and engage national government. We are also calling on philanthropists to come out now. We are also calling on all well-meaning Liberians to stand up to this call. This call of justice is not just about Princess Cooper. The fact that we are not living in peace, which is in the absence of justice, there is no peace. So we need peace, which is we need justice. So when justice prevails, our people will live freely. So that is my statement as a chairperson. We move to the spokesperson.
Okay, thank you very much. We say thank you to the press. You've been with us in this, and we are not going to rest. We will not sit until this issue is resolved. We are with the family, in solidarity with the entire Liberia. This is not only about this family. The country is concerned. The citizens are not safe. We feel that we're not safe. And until this issue is resolved, we are not going to sit. We will be peaceful as we have always been, and will seek all of the means necessary to have Princess and all other Liberians who've been mysteriously killed receiving justice. The autopsy report, we align with the family. It is not acceptable. Thank you.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen of the press, we thank you. We thank you very much. We thank you for your sacrifices you continue to make, and we're also appreciating you, not just because you are following up on this case. We're appreciating you again for the level of professionalism you continue to prohibit. You continue to exist. So, but what we are saying lastly to you, if you are going to your various institutions, please make sure to never include anything that have not been stated here. But the only thing that should be included in the news are things that have been stated here. Never project anything on your own, because people got you on question mark. They said it to your faces, and then you gotta be very careful about writing your news. They said it that you are very unprofessional. So thank you for coming. United Voices Against Injustice. We stand by the family of Princess.
So first, I want to say thank you for following this live TV podcast. I coming to you live from the home, from the family of our Princess Cooper out here in Lockingtown, Bushro Island, where you listen to the immediate response to the autopsy report that was few hours released by the government of Liberia at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism. So we want to say thank you for following this podcast. The family has said they have resolved they would not accept the result. They feel that the result is not has not met what they expected because of so many hinges along the way. So we want to say thank you for following the podcast. My name is Stephen G. Filajo. We want to urge you to watch out for our next program. Bye-bye.